Day 43. I wake to the pitter-patter of rain. It's only supposed to rain for the next couple hours tops. And then day after tomorrow is an all-day event. Lame. But it's decently warm right now, so that really matters. I've got people sleeping all around me, so I'll check back in with you when we hit the trail, man. And we're off. It was just sprinkling on and off. The tree of bear cords. I don't know if they all show up in there, but yeah, I'd like to have one of those. Nah, that's too thick. Oh, shit, that one still has a carabiner on it. Noobs. I just need some good reflective string, man. Got some uses for it. Hey, it's like 18 miles to Fontana. Not a problem. Yesterday we did over, I think it was 22. That's decent for taking a couple really long breaks. A couple hours at Fontana Dam and then just randomly near the top of the hill we were climbing. It was a long climb though, went on for like 5 or 6 miles. Steep enough to where I remember it from last time. But yeah, it wasn't a big deal either time. Just decently steep. It is surprisingly pleasant. Although generally when you have a decent little cloud cover, it's a little warmer. It's not stormy, it's just overcast, a little breezy. Spitting a little rain here and there. But just a little. I'm not even wearing plastic nor pack cover. You know, if it gets to that point, I'll drop and throw on a bunch of plastic. But I'd like to say my gut tells me I don't need it. But it's more I just didn't put it on in the proper order, so I was like, ah, screw it. Didn't feel like digging stuff back out. Guess I'm ridge walking. I got lights on both sides of me again. It's hard to tell sometimes. So I think I did a fairly good job of sneaking out. I got the pitter-patter of rain and a good breeze every once in a while to mask my noises. Pretty sure Matt heard me, but he makes more noise rolling around on his sleep pad than I do packing up, so he can't talk. Everybody was talking about doing a little night crawler last night. I laughed. I was like, you guys aren't gonna wake up. And then they finally decided before I fell asleep, I could still hear them talking, yeah, that they were gonna get up at 4:30 and start hiking at 5. I doubt it. It's cute that that's considered early. We'll be out by 5. Do some night crawling. I'm like, yeah. I guess it's still dark at that point. I got out a little earlier than usual. So it's a little after 3:30 right now. Can't have the kids catching me right away. They're all quicker than I am with their 20-pound fucking backpacks. But I'm under 40 right now. I'm probably like 35 because I don't have tons of food nor water. Things feeling light on my back. I guess it's that time of the morning. I declare a safety meeting. You know, you can't be too careful up here. These ridge walks can get dangerous. You just wander right off the edge. It's just been a pleasant little jaunt so far. Well, it'd be nice if this kept up all day. I could use a good cruisy day. Like, I'd like to think, since we did all that uphill yesterday, there'd be a decent amount of downhill afterwards. But I also know I'm headed into the Smokies, so, I gotta go back up. I don't remember those being terrible climbs at all. I remember rain more than anything. Wet shelters full of scared wet people. But there were fireplaces inside. I do like making a fire, especially inside. Let's hope for just a, sunny, pleasant, view-filled. I don't know what the views from the Smokies look like. I got no idea. I remember seeing cool cloud stuff. Just sit there watching clouds do a little bitty tornado kind of action. It was pretty cool. But you get burned out on the rain, man. In a couple of days, we got an all-day event, according to the phone. It's got cool little thunderbolts and whatnot. But it appears to end before the end of the night. On the time scale it gives me, it starts petering out like 5 p.m. I'm like, oh, I can deal with that, man. And you just set up later and your shit's dry-ish. I can do that. It's when it rains all night, all day for days that get you. But just the one storm that just lasts, handful of hours. I don't want it, but it's gonna happen. I'm cool with that. I ain't gonna cry over a few hours. Bitch and moan a little bit, but I'm not gonna cry. I don't know what that light is. It looks like it's at the very top of the hill. Bright and steady. I thought it was a house at first, but it's like on top of the hill, like maybe a fire tower or something. Looks above the tree line and everything. Don't know, I haven't really studied the map. In the morning, the map's just not real important. I don't need water. Don't really care about, much of the map. Eventually, I might want a second coffee place. Shelters are convenient for that. Oh, eventually want some water. But it's nice to just wander for the first handful of hours and not even think about opening your map. I should probably check I'm on the right trail. Yeah. There is a chance I'm not. But, no, I see a blaze way up there. Fairly certain that's a blaze. Yeah, okay, we're good. I knew I was on the right trail, but, I've thought that many a time before. I'm at least smart enough to doubt myself. Run! Normally I'd move him off the trail, but he looks delicate. I don't want to touch him. And I assume nobody else is really coming. So, take it easy, brother. Let's look at your face. It has aren't you party? You look a lot like a fishing lure, though. Get out of here, man. So glad I noticed these things before I step on them. So I have hopes of getting into Fontana early enough to make the post office, but I'm skeptical. And it is only 18 miles, so I think if I just, push a little bit, I should be able to make it. I know there's I'm pretty sure. I remember reading, but it might have been something else, but I think they have a free shuttle there. Scheduled times and such. So I'll have to see when the last one is. So it would be nice to be able to pick up my package. I so hope it's there. The stress of packages. USPS. 1-star review. And then make my way back to the Fontana Hilton somewhere and camp around there. We'll see, 18 miles. It's not terribly far, but yeah, still, on the AT, 18 miles is a little harder to do than on some of those other trails. See how pudsy today is. That's really the biggest factor. There's all sorts of insect life going on. Look, the ants are even awake already. That's kind of weird. That last thing was a slug, and now I'm curious if the eye stalks go in when they see light, or do they feel the vibration of me getting close to them? But I wanted to get a picture of him with his eye stalks out, and he looked kind of different at that point, like his body started changing. I think he was trying to secrete mucus or something. But he's all tiger striped and cool looking. I was like, oh, slimy tiger striped slug. But nah, saw me coming. Or felt me. I think felt. Still can't tell what that light is. Still say it as plain as day. It's above the trees. Oh, maybe taking a picture will reveal more information. Eye of camera. Give me sight beyond sight. Nope. Learned absolutely nothing from that picture. Just that it is a light up on a hill. I do remember a rickety tower on the way into the Smokies. Fairly certain I made second coffee in that. But I do remember it being kind of rickety. Man, there are ants everywhere. What are you ladies up to? Like it's warm, we're working. I like the way this tree is braced on the ground. Like it grew an extra brace to hold this whole boulder up. You know, it's supporting some of the weight. You can see how they're connected. Not much though, I can't imagine. I doubt a single tree stops a boulder like this from moving when it wants to move. But I'd like to think so. It's got an arch shape. Arches are very powerful. 2 arches. Look at that. Look at that. Zing-a-zang. And lots of stairs going down, man. They're kind of tricky. They hide from you. I have stumbled a bit. Ooh. Oh, red light. What are all these lights I'm seeing, man? I know I'm not that close to Fontana. Another step got me again. No, I'm not that close to Fontana Dam. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Ooh, yeah, feel the burn. I'm seeing tons of stuff reflecting down there. That's got to be a road or something. Maybe some construction. I am seeing like orange and white. That generally means construction. What? That's steep down there if that's a road. Ooh. Good thing they put in all these stairs, huh? Stair, mister. Good job, good job. Go, 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 go. Oh yeah, who's gonna have sore knees? Not this guy. Jesus, more stairs. I love stairs. They're great. Ooh. Okay, that's where the confusion came in. Those were not on the road. They're on the trail. That's why I was like, wow, that's steep, man. Okay, it was steep. Road construction ahead. You don't see many of those signs on the trail. I think there's one right there. Is that on the trail as well? Hard to tell. Where am I? I know I have a device in my hand that could just tell me if I only looked. I guess it didn't tell me where I'm at, huh? Or, no, maybe I'm at a Stacoa Gap? Stacoa? Highway 143? No, sounds good enough for me. One name's the same as the next, really. Huh. That's a lot of stuff going on, man. Okay. Do I get to walk on that? I don't remember there being any roadblocks on the ATO. Construction equipment. Oh, that's one of those little cats. I would love to own one of them things, man. Tank. Kick-ass little attachments for it. Breezy down here. A hiking trail and an arrow this way. Informational kiosk. We are here. I think I might have been in Sassafras last time, or maybe the Bald. Okay. It said Brown Fork. Nice name. How did that fork get so brown? What is that? Oh, I think that's water somebody left for us. Oh, and garbage. Hey, I got garbage. Groovy. I don't actually need water, but thanks for leaving it, peeps. Unfortunately, one moist day was all it took to kill this thing. I sweat into it and killed the batteries. That's unfortunate. It was kind of cute. I like having just light sources. Ones of colored lights. But yeah, being strapped to my body, it's not good for electronics. I secrete something that I affectionately call goob. It is way better than sweat. Keeps me protected. I got a nice layer of goob around me. Bacteria can't make it through. It's got to fight its way through the goob to get to me. Never does. That's why I don't get sick. Sure, the smell is mildly off-putting at first, but after a while you become really attracted to it. At least it happens to everybody else. Kind of want some goob on you. It's moisturizing, mildly oily. Okay. Tells me hiking trail this way, so I'll trust it. Look at all these white places. Across the street or anything? No, it all looks like construction going on. I think I'm supposed to be over there somewhere, man. I believe I need to consult the map. Yeah, my map says I need to be on the other side, man. So let's see what's going on over there. I think I'm going up in here, man, but I see excavators up on the hill, so I know I'm not going left next to those, pretty sure. Maybe that doesn't look like anything that leads up there, but that is the direction of the trail. So I'm gonna hop this barrier right here, or maybe squeeze through. Yes, we'll just, oh no, I gotta do a little hippity hop. One leg, okay. Somewhere over here. I don't think I go up the hill left, but it doesn't look like I go up the hill right either. I don't know, we'll figure this out. So going up the hill to the right does not really seem like the option. So I guess we're going up the hill to the left. Supposed to be up there somewhere, I think. Oh, when I get to the top of this little rise, I'll check the map again. See no footprints or anything. Oh, there's some footprints, but those are going downhill. Still, they're footprints. Somebody has walked this. Ooh, What is all this? Oh, retaining wall. Is that where I'm supposed to go? I kind of think it is. Is that the door from a Boeing? Maybe those things just fall out of the sky nowadays. Am I going the right way? That is a door. Ugh. Or a riot shield. That's where I'm supposed to be. I don't know. It appears trail-ish, right? Ish. Consult the map. Alright, we are good. This is the trail. Oh, that's mud. Dodge the mud puddles. Yeah, why am I not seeing any footprints? That makes me feel like I'm going the wrong way. This is decently soft dirt. I was on the red line. I'm sticking with it. Well, this road does lead to Fontana Dam, so I bet a bunch of smart people just threw their thumb out. Oh, that's kind of cool looking, all the reflective lights. Crazy how far my headlamp affects them. I realized my folly. Why did I not see footprints? Because I was not supposed to be up there. Yes, that is where the red line is, but they wanted me to walk down the side of the road all the way down here to this crosswalk here, cross up, and then there's a bunch of stairs leading up. Well, you know, they weren't descriptive enough. It said hiking trail and it went that way. It didn't say which hiking trail. You know, and it led away from where I was going, so I didn't trust it. That's their fault, not mine. Is this steep? I can't tell. Let's find out. Second thought. We're going to sit down on one of those since this is a relatively wind-free area. And it has trekking pole holders. Convenient. You don't even have to take off the pack. Oh, that's perfect height. All right. Have a little safety meeting and then go tackle some stairs. Look how nice and new these steps are. So clean. I have the urge to carve my name on every step. I just want to write Bear Man wandered here. Maybe Greasy. There are a lot of steps. Is this untreated lumber? You think they'd use railroad ties all creosote soaked and whatnot. Whew. Almost there. Okay, we're done. Whew, we did it. Let's go. Yeah, good thing I had this barricade. I just kept on driving. What the hell is this thing doing up here? I had a pretty good wipeout yesterday. First time I've gone down on the trail. Matt got to witness it because he was right behind me. He didn't even bother asking if I was okay, man, because I somehow pulled that shit off. I didn't try to, but I guess instinct kicked in, and I finally accept the fact that my pack is softer than I am. Because I started going down, and I jumped and like rolled in the air and just landed on my pack, poof, and then kind of rolled out of that and I was back on my feet. And he's like, wow, did you practice that? It's like, no, that's just luck. You know, it's just how it worked out, man. You know, you don't think about these things. Just instincts kick in, and sometimes they're the proper ones, and most of the time they're not. But I know when you fall, it's much better to try to just land on your pack than like put your arms out and try to stop your fall. Because, I mean, even without the pack on, you're likely to break a wrist. Those things are delicate. With an extra 40 pounds on your back, you're asking for it. Yeah, I jumped and pivoted in the air and just boom, right on the pack, and it was all soft. It did work really well. I mean, I've ended up on my back just by accident before, but that's because I, slip out my feet in front of me, and you have no choice but to land on your back. And I was like, oh, that's actually kind of comfortable as far as falling goes. Let's hope that's the last fall, but we all know how that goes, man. Just try not to do them on camera. I think we're up to like 3 of those, man. Let's keep it that way. Nobody needs to see me fall down. You don't even get to see it, just to see the camera go down. I could have just dropped the camera. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say in the future. But yep, just Butterfingers. I did not fall down at all. I know you heard an oof noise. No, that was me dropping the camera. I'd always try to edit out embarrassing things, but how short would the video be if I edit out everything that's kind of weird? I don't know what embarrassing is. I have to just guess. I wonder, I see a string of lights over on that mountain over there, that hill moving. I wonder if that's the whole crew going out together. We can see up indents. I think that's a group of people, maybe. I don't know. Kind of looks like they're winding their way down the mountain. Be interesting if it was their headlamps that I could see them from here. Not sure if sunrise technically happened. There was absolutely no color. Maybe it hasn't reached yet. Must be close. I mean, it's pretty bright in the sky. Well, I mean, I'm going to go do some brown business here at the Brown Fork Gap Shelter. Might as well, I'm passing by. It says it's only 0.1. Go see if the privy is deuce worthy. If not, I'll carry on. There's no reason not to do it in the woods. This just happens to be right here, and I was like, hey, It's got a nice little arch for me to come into on it. I feel so welcomed. Let's go see if there's some people we can wake up. This is the beginning of the ones with the little moat in them. How many hikers end their hike walking off the edge of that into this hole? Sharp left. When you miss that one, you regret it. I saw a large body of water over there, but it seems too close. Yeah, I still have at least a dozen miles before I get there. I have to assume I cannot see it at that distance. Or even though the trail's twisty, turny and whatnot, it's still got to be over several of these hills. I'm way up here on top of everything. This is about as tippity top as you get. Got a nice little water filtering station, hangout kind of thing, but it's down the path. I'm not willing to go down there. Another couple miles, there's one right on the trail. Finally blooming. Oh yeah, they're all over the hills, aren't they? A little water just in case you were desperate. You could stick your face in there. It's clean. Don't worry about it. Here's my water source, and somebody made clever use of a piece of bark. Capturing all the little down there. Good work. Hey, I'm a walker. I guess I'll head there. I'm guessing Highway 28 is Fontana, but I'm not sure. Makes sense though, doesn't it? I got recognized. Yay, that really happens. He thought maybe I was a dude named Noodle. Or he's like, are you Greg? And I was like, nope. And he's like, well, there's a guy named Noodle they're looking for. And I was like, oh, Noodle? And I was like, yeah, I ran into him like 2 days ago. I'm like, he's probably about 15 miles behind, guessing. And then he's like, hold on, I know you. And then the realization sank in. He wasn't overly impressed with me, but that's okay. He enjoys my stuff. And he's like, hey, you're the only one who seemed to start out in Alabama this year. I guess sometimes there's more of us. Man, I didn't see anybody, but you know how the trail goes. If you're not within a half mile of me, I'll probably never meet you. So I'm within like 5.5 miles, and it's twice as much downhill as uphill, so that's pretty groovy. I should be there, if everything goes well, by about 1 o'clock or so. And there's shuttles all the way till, from what I heard, until 4 o'clock to take me into town, maybe get a little lunch, hopefully hit that post office so I don't have to deal with that in the morning. Hopefully today isn't Sunday and the post office is closed. I didn't think about that until right now, and I'm afraid to check. Because I'll wait overnight for it to come in tomorrow, and they'll go, and then they'll be like, there's no package for you. And I'll be like, I waited a day for absolutely nothing, and I don't have a resupply. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Everything's going to just work out, because that's how it's supposed to go. I'll smoke to that. So it's just a tiny little shelter. It's got a tarp tied around it. I bet it leaks. Is this me? Or is that me? I'm going straight and then right. Hey, I spy a lake. Gotta be close. By close, I mean 4 miles or so. There is a possibility of a little rain later on today, but only for an hour or two. I can deal with that, hide somewhere, or just deal with it. It's a low percentage. Okay, we have made it to Walker Gap. Doom, doom, doom. The tree is eating the sign. Nom, nom, nom. It's like Cookie Monsters. Totally looks like put some fucking googly eyes on that thing. Oh. Doing well. Oh, I'm close. I don't know if you can see through the trees, but there is a dam over there. Dam, an entire dam. We'll be walking on it later, but when you walk on it, it just looks like a road, you know, it doesn't really look like a dam, it's just a road. Not a very big dam as far as they go. I guess it's an okay size, maybe the water's cold. They straight put steps in these rocks, man. As though those rocks were really hard to climb. I don't know, maybe they were for somebody. Oh yeah, we are kind of near a touristy place, that makes sense. What was I even thinking? What are the odds that there's normal people food at normal people food prices? You know, not $24 hamburgers. At some nautical themed restaurant or something stupid like that. You know I ain't going. But I'm hoping there's something greasy and cheap. Like I like it. Man, I'm flying down this. Just passing people left and right. Probably like 20 of them so far. All through hikers. One of them knew my name. I don't know where I met her. I'm assuming at Needle Gap is where most of these people would be that I might have run into. Feeling speedy today though, man. I want some food. I got denied breakfast yesterday. I want something I didn't carry. I got heart jamming in my ear. It's not really quick hiking music, but hey, you know, blast from the past. A little too high pitched to properly sing along to. Especially with this many people out here. That's just rude. Horrible karaoke in the woods. Yeah. You're allowed to throw rocks at those people. Oh, I can see it in there. You hear it, but a little pool down there, though. I'm like, why would I need water? I've got delightful Fontana Village to go explore. Yeah, it doesn't sound like my kind of town. I don't remember anything about it. I don't know if I went there at all. I remember going to like a really fancy hotel and picking up my hiker box and getting out of there. Or did I stay there, man? I am kind of fancy. I don't remember where I slept. I know I didn't sleep at no hotel because I remember being at the Fontana Hilton. That's where the frog jumped into the fire. It was really traumatic. I don't remember where I slept. I remember what I was rocking then. Oh, I slept in the shelter. I bet you money. Yeah, because I wasn't having a good time with my sleep setups back then. Now I am delighted with my sleep setup. I'm really happy with it. As I'm learning more about it, get my pitch better so that my doors overlap. I really need some tape that sticks to it, though. I'm hoping Hot Springs, since we walk right in front of gear shops, will have like tent repair patches. Those should stick to silk nylon or whatever this stuff is. Seems like silk nylon, but I don't know. I don't keep up with the latest trends. Technology might have moved on, or they're using something similar but different. I don't know. All I know is I can't get anything to stick to it. And I want to put some guy lines on the big panels right in the center, pull it out just to give me a little more room when I'm sitting in my hammock. Seems the easiest way to do it. And I might just need some repair patches because I have some holes, so I might as well, take care of that. Reinforce the thing a bit. Look at all the leaves coming in, man. It's getting so green in comparison to what it was just a week ago. Sing it out, birdie, sing it out. Okay, so dude I was traveling with on Pinhoti was right. It connects with the Benton Mackay again. I could have came all the way up here. Well, now we know that for next time. I don't know where this is, so I'll take a picture of it. My phone will remember for me. Oh, we have found our way to the blacktop. I don't know where the shuttle picks up and drops off, so that's kind of the next thing to figure out. Hopefully they make it nice and obvious. Anybody need a hat? There's a couple of them. Ugh. Okay. Hey, the Fontana Hilton's only 1.1. General store. Yeah, how do I get down there? It doesn't say. Hey, hiker shuttle times. Ah, man. I'm 15 minutes late. Okay, so we gotta wait till 2. No big deal. In and out. Hopefully the post office is still up when we get there. Balls. So we hang out here for, wow. Yeah, oh, outlets. I know what's up. Look at all these hikers hiding from the sprinkles. We're all waiting for the shuttle. There's a place called the Pit Stop. It has nachos, pizzas, hot dogs, sausage dogs, and cold beer on tap. Sounds like my kind of place because, you know, a floating restaurant is out of my price range. So I was walking by, and these guys are like, "Hey, you want a beer?" I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah, I do." So they're my kind of riffraff. So I'm gonna go figure out where I live down here somewhere, and come back and hang out with these cats. They invited me. They got free beer.